two scenes from Hot Shots Part 2. I remember when
him doing
Lloyd Bridges,
her doing a backflip onto his dick.
I remember that, and I also remember Lloyd Bridges vomiting up his teeth into a bag. Like he's vomiting into a bag, and then he's like, "Oh, my teeth fell out," and he pulls them out. Like it's just so disgusting. It was easy to remember.
You should remember it as like the only movie Ryan Stiles has ever been in.
Wow. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Besides the movies that they talk in front of in Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Your jaw's out of place there. We're going to do the shot over.
Not the perfection you're looking for. What did you guys think of him as What did you guys think of him as Doggett
awesome.
on
War? It's fantastic.
That's actually when I started watching X-Files.
Really?
Like I was a friend at my...
You were brought in by him?
Well, a friend of mine was like, "You should watch X-Files. It's a good show." And it's like, he's like, "Granted, it's not as good as it was before." I'm like, "Yeah, you know what?" Like and that's why I feel like
Commander Moose has
your
a good
first taste
line.
of obnoxious nerddom.
Yeah.
Commander Moose has a good joke. What killed the T-1000? The Ice Age!
The Ice Age!
The Ice Age! Oh, you know, Triskable, they are right that the T-1000 being liquid metal actually makes him like... He is a formless shape, so that makes it easier to CG animate than, say, a dinosaur or Godzilla.
Patriot fan asks, "Why does Galactus want the kid so badly enough to send Silver Surfer after him?"
Boy, you know, poor...
He's going to eat the planet center.
Poor Abe Sapien actor, that he did all the acting for Silver Surfer, and then they just hired Lawrence Fishburne to do the voice acting over him.
Same thing happened to him in Heckboy.
Yep.
It's like Ray Park.
But did you know in the first Hellboy, it was David Hyde Pierce doing the voice, but he didn't want to be credited because he thought it was wrong. This is a great fight scene. It reminds me of the Freddy versus Jason fight scene, in which I love.
That's why I love fucking T3 so much, because it's all this shit instead. Like everybody after the Matrix knew kung fu. It was so so dope.
I just like dudes shoving each other around and just kind of punching them hard. That was a real mind fuck. I like, oh yeah, he could do that all the time. You're an amorphous blob.
Dick Jones, says Teddy Fucksman. And so and Triskable. Dick Jones needs more respect on everything.
Obviously, I didn't have any respect for Doug Jones because I didn't remember his name. This is such a cool scene. Yeah. And so now he's just assumed like, oh yeah, you're dead. See ya.
Dehumidifier says, nothing stops the blob.
Those ripples, the ripples on his stuff. I love this so much that once I saw it, that when I saw in trailers that Abyss had similar tech in it, in a similar special effects tech, I picked it up. Even though, you know,
watch that again.
Abyss kind of bored me as a kid.
No, it's really good.
I think it is too, but yeah, I never knew the concept until then of you got to drink water before you go down, or you got to get the bends. You gotta level off, right? Is that why they make him drink water?
Oh, Nail Bunny says in the Freddy vs. Jason commentary they credit this sequence as an influence.
Well, of course. It is pretty... I mean, it was great seeing them chuck each other around and just wham into stuff. Freddy vs. Jason is not... It's not
I loved it.
But I love it. I loved it too. It was a lot of fun.
I've only seen it once in the theater, and we had a fucking blast.
Oh, now we're at 420 patrons, brah! Smoke it again, brah!
He smokes his boxing Marco every day.
See, you
smoke weed.
Smoke weed.
Smoke
weed.
See, they loved Abyss as a kid. I was born by it. Oh, the Linda Hamilton twin. This is Linda Hamilton's twin in this shot too.
Oh, really?
Why?
Yeah. Because they did it natural. They didn't. Why do it in green screen? Then you'll fuck up the lighting. Yeah. Natural shit, man. That's why it was.
I'm sorry, I forgot that there was another Linda Hamilton on screen. Like, why? She's only one person.
She was sick that day, so they got her sister.
James Cameron needed a nooner.
I mean, this is why people were so excited at the idea of seeing.
When
CMDR
Mouse, Freddy vs. Jason, Shame Films 2015.
Yeah,
maybe. Smoky Bong Blunt Tree.
So that's, I think.
Okay, all right, fine. You're right. But when he so he can't do it.
No, Robert, those are script directions.
Oof, I know this hurts you. She won't do it. She's too good of a mom.
Oh, so good.
Oof.
You're on to something. Turn left to camera. I need. Oh God!
Wham! Oh, that is so cool.
I love it.
That really looks like it hurts when he's just wanging on his head the whole time. And then also just all these great callbacks. It felt, I mean, this is definitely not new at the time, but it felt new watching this to see a film.
Oh, finally, a fight scene in a factory.
Yeah. No, I was saying a sequel so openly referencing itself.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the first one ended in a factory like this. In a factory, a lot like this.
Ow.
Clang. And this time, and again, the factory is the greatest enemy of a T-800.
Oof.
That's a good fake head. I like that head. One more for good luck. There we go.
That was
but again, T-1000, he's not used to having a backup battery because he's probably, I guess, like, what? Where is his power source?
Kind of batteries in T3 that explode when he removes them.
Yeah.
Anybody remembers that?
And this time, instead of the conveyor belt killing him, it saves the day.
So Tank has a stupid question. According to him, how much did Terminator inspire RoboCop, and how much did RoboCop inspire Terminator? T2. That's a really good question, actually.
The only thing I can say to that is that RoboCop's original trailer had the Terminator theme in it.
Yeah.
And so they knew what they were referencing.
Yeah. I never think of it like that. They teamed up in that classic SNES game.
Yeah. So, and in many comic books. I think someday they'll be in their own movies together.
Yeah,
but
it seems like only a matter of time at this point.
Yeah, but I do love Terminator, but I miss the biting social commentary of RoboCop. It's why it is my preferred of the two. Not that it's a contest, but I'm just saying
it's just not the same.
Yeah,
like T2 doesn't have any of the same context as RoboCop.
Yeah. How much of Frank Miller inspired RoboCop 2, says Sotango. Well, I mean, he wrote the script of it, and he wrote the script for 3, which we were just talking about. Monster Squad, director of Monster Squad, directed RoboCop 3, and regrets it.
Shane Black or the other guy?
No, the other guy. The other guy who, it turns out, not as famous as Shane Black. That Shane Black used to be his beta, and now Shane Black's the alpha, but they're still working together. They're working on that new Predators movie, I think.
New Predators movie?
I believe so. I'm gonna look this up. Predator reboot. But see, alternate power source. You gotta remember that battery backup in cartridges.
That is like the same font from Running Man for all their computers. Perimeter deactivated. Can we do another commentary for that? I love that movie.
Just do it. It's
so
take
good.
two. Take two. Man, now I just want to buy stuff on your nuts.
Me too.
All right,
really
so yes, Shane Black is doing a reboot that's actually a sequel. And of course, Shane Black knows Predators because he was killed by one. So,
oh yeah.
Why's your pussy so big? Why's your pussy so big? Why was that the one that came to? He said other jokes. Why'd I have to say?
It's okay to say pussy, Hank. Try it again.
I'm not the biggest fan.
Say
of
pussy.
It. No,
it's not a bad word.
Hey,
it's not a bad word.
Yeah. Oh yeah, RoboCop 3 is awful, Sotenga. It's terrible.
Total waste of Cheech Pounder.
I love Cheech Pounder.
John, I'm totally in pain and stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's Belinda Hamilton.
Yep.
I don't know what her name is actually.
Boom. Oh, so great.
They should have done a classic like, which one's my mom? Shoot her.
Which is which? Shoot her. Shoot her.
I did not.
I love that reloading. That's
yeah. So cool. Blam. Cha-chunk. Blam.
I did that with so many Super Soakers.
Oh, she's so awesome. Look at that shit, man. Bryce Howard wouldn't do that. Actually, she actually sort of does in Justice. Oh, no more bullets.
I'll throw the gun at him.
But this jerk just had to get smug. He learned a little too much from humans, T-1000. He should have just just killed her instead of being a show off.
Triskidable says reloading like that is bad for you and even worse for the gun.
Yeah, but it looked cool. What's she care, man? What, she gonna resell that gun to
I'd like to convey something to you. Link to the Present said Mythbusters proved this fake? I didn't know that.
Ooh,
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I hope that is something I can buy on eBay someday.
Oh, I'm sure they made a figure.
Oh, there's a figure. I know I've seen it. All right, so I want to tell a quick story here about Japan that involves this. My first trip to Japan, I got to hang out with Dan Reichert and Tim Turry. If you guys are video game industry fans, you know him. Mm-hmm. You know both of them. And that's why I found out that Terminator 2 was their favorite movie, both of their favorite movies. And they went to a bar while in Japan, and they were trying to talk with their bartender who had limited English. And they were on this total kick of talking about how this is the greatest film ever, and they were saying Terminator 2, Terminator 2. And then the bartender nods oh, Terminator, and then he does the thumb motion, the thumb motion down. It was cute.
That was a neat little callback to everyone that he morphed into during the movie.
Yeah.
But this reminds me,
This is a music video.
Yeah.
There's an achievement in the Double Fine Connect game, Double Fine Happy Action Party or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a stage where your floor is lava. If you lie down in the lava and put your thumb up through the lava, you get an achievement. I think it's
awesome.
Now I know how you humans feel, or whatever the line is. I forget.
Well, Night Dehumidifier. I'm still with Jeff. T1's better. These are both amazing films. I like
films.
T1. Yeah. Yes, fine. But if you're asking me to say which one I
T2.
think is better, it's T1.
No way.
Mondays, am I right? That's what Arnold should have said there.
Oh, so Tenga, the Simpsons in Japan episode was fine. It was one of their first not amazing. Let's go on a trip someplace and see stereotypes. But it was one of their better ones of those. Better than the Brazil episode, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Tedador, it's like Mortal Kombat Shang Tsung death scene.
Well, Mortal Kombat ripped off everything from the films of the 80s.
From
and 90s.
everything.
Yeah, they just... And I like that about it. When they were more ambitious... I like the line, I cannot self-terminate. That's a good way to... He doesn't say kill, terminate. That's just as...
It's a fun-size Hershey. We can't all have some.
Melted chocolate.
Not yet.
Anyone know if T1 is on any streaming services? I've seen T2 a million times and never seen T1.
I don't know,
T1.
Method Man. I wonder what it is like to see T1 again, if it is, or for the first time after T2, to not it's the same as maybe seeing Alien after seeing Aliens a million times.
You might be disappointed if you want more of that,
And
yeah.
Do you think the suits at whatever studio were pissed at James Cameron for basically writing the end of the series right here?
A little, but this is the same
You
way
can
the first
always
one.
make more robots.
But nobody, if in this.
Oh no,
history,
he closes the loop.
No, he closes the lid on Judgment Day.
No, this is the end. They weren't thinking of 3 when he made this.
This is totally closing
and
the series.
So that's what I didn't like. That's what I didn't like about 3, that it undid this happy ending.
But Skynet was Skynet is the progress of hubris and progress. It is destined to happen. You throw away one piece of it, somebody else is going to make it.
Just make a thing eventually. It'll always happen.
It's the whole if you kill Hitler, another Hitler will rise up or whatever.
It's like saying if we blew up Apple right now, we'd have no more smartphones.
No, but they hadn't made any Terminators.
Or more like if in 2006 we had killed Steve Jobs, we'd have no more smartphones.
Actually, I'm not.
We'd be somewhere else, have something similar, and then eventually arrive at the same destination.
Oh boy! So you're more into predestination instead of
no. But the things that created Skynet haven't quit just because you destroyed the mechanism that creates Skynet.
So
the desire for global control via a satellite and
look, she forgives him.
Skynet is basically the fucking internet.
Yeah,
this happened.
Night Dehumidifier says Back to the Future 3 taught us that the future is not written yet. I hated that, and that's my least favorite thing about the Back to the Future trilogy. It's basically none of this matters, Marty.
I have kids now.
I'll stop yelling
One
at
of them
you.
is going to point out his wiener for some reason. Have you guys seen that YouTube video?
Yeah, it's a great scene.
Suck my balls, Morty.
It didn't affect me too much as a kid, but in later viewings when I heard him say, "Now I know why you cry," it did make me sad.
Twinkie thinks she's in plot holes, and Ratman refuses to believe Judgment Day was prevented. End of story. Whatever.
Did the date at least change? I don't think it even changed.
No, it did. Yeah, in Terminator 3,
it happens.
Giovanni Ribisi says we could only move it, because it happens in 1997. But for Giovanni Ribisi to be him later, it's later than 1997.
It's Nick Stahl.
Yeah.
By the way,
man, I am just off on casting people.
Yeah. Right? Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get someone else.
If I was casting that movie, I'd get Ribisi over Nick Stahl anyway. I want somebody who looks like they're on meth.
Can only delay. I can't do Giovanni Ribisi.
I don't know why that's your Giovanni Ribisi anyway. He's the fucking fast food kid in The Simpsons. Oh
yeah.
No! Wait, he's not doing it yet. I gotta do it for time's sake.
Be cool.
Boo! There's your time sink, fuckers.
Yeah. Right at the end.
R.I.P. Arnold.
Oh shit! Sorry, it's not gonna be a good thumbnail. I didn't have the thumbs up with you guys.
Why don't we just fake it now?
Yeah. No.
I refused to play along. Refused.
You're the biggest phony in here.
Transmatrix says Hamilton says over the ending that the day has come and gone. Yeah, Judgment Day has been prevented. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
David Lynch's Lost Highway.
I mean, I thought of this every time. When I started driving on my own and it was late at night and I could look at the roads, I always thought of this.
Are they driving right over the yellow lines?
They drive in the middle of the road. They're not taking your shit, man.
That's the most irresponsible thing in this movie. Mover Salone says RIP 800. I have a feeling he'll be back.
Studio Canal.
Hey, thank you.
Guys, that has been...
now we're going to start watching Beverly Hills Cop 2. What was everybody else's suggestion on Netflix? Now I reached
Next, that concludes our first ever Monday Night Movie. Was it fun for people? I see we have over 100 people hanging around.
Yeah, I hope it was fun for people to watch.
Yeah, we'll be doing it next week with Back to the Future on the 30th anniversary.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I love it. We're going to go back in time.
My all-time favorite movie.
So we hope you'd like this. The next week will be open to everyone, not just Patreon subscribers. But in the second week of July, Monday Night Movies will be only for Patreon donors, or patrons, as they call them.
Yep.
Up next, Netflix's original Sense8's a Shaqspert. No, we will not be doing that one.
Bad.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for supporting our Patreon. It's really humbling, and I don't want to get too mushy about it because
I know it really, man. It touched me too, man. It touched me too.
I am really tired. And I haven't eaten in about
Same here.
over 14 hours.
What did you eat at Denny's?
The bacon bourbon burger. It was awful and like $20, but it was the only thing. Chris, give us a Doc Brown. Marty, I can't. Guys, thank you so much. We are gonna close this out. I really got to go get something to eat. Thank you so much for supporting our Patreon. Anything you guys can help us with this is great. Somebody else say something. Patreon.com/LaserTime. Tell your friends if you've given it. Thank you very much. We're so excited. I had no idea we'd pass 4,000 the first day. This
really
is amazing. And so if you know any old fans and people you think would like it, pass it along to them. And I look forward to doing way more of these. The Simpsons podcast, the wrestling commentaries, the Monday Night Movies. Like this is now a full-time job for us, and I'm going to treat it as such, which means I will call in sick from time to time. That's just
be late constantly.
Yeah. I take the shuttle places, so I was never late.
Yeah, Chris, where's our shuttle bus?
Yeah, Chris, pay for a shuttle bus for us.
All right, a little more. We'll buy a car with the Laser Time funds.
Yeah.
I can barely speak anymore. I'm exhausted. But guys, you have a new podcast coming to Patreon donors tomorrow, and after that, the Simpsons podcast. Thank you so much. We have plenty more in store for you. Thank you so much for supporting us. We are gone.
Oh yeah.